Aika finally gets her wish granted in this week's episode of Shomin Sample and becomes so popular that she takes away the girls that normally hangs around Reiko, which leaves Reiko lonely. And it seems like she either haven't experienced how it is to be lonely, or maybe she finally realizes how bad Aika has had it before she met Kimito because she was always lonely. But this also gives us a hint towards why Aika didn't have any friends. And as I said, I thought that they was basically just trolling her, and that's why she didn't have any friends. But the reason is that, from what I can see, she seems to be insecure on herself and a bit shy. Because even when she goes up to the stage and dance in that Dance Dance Revolution game, and yes, I'm pretty sure it's not Dance Dance Revolution, but it looks a bit like it. She actually takes a chance by standing out and having a lot of people looking at her. She even teaches another girl how to do it. And when that girl she talks to her, that's how we know that she is a bit shy. Because she what's it called? She's actually almost backing away when the other girl talks to her, but she decides, no, this is what I wanted to, and she jumps out to in it, and as I already have said, managed to take all the girls, and becomes so popular that the other girls they actually asking if it's okay to get her email and then text her. So we can expect Ayaka to be popular in the next week's episode, and maybe Reiko being lonely, which will change the ball game because it's normally been reversed with Ayaka being like lonely and Reiko being the popular girl. So this is gonna be very interesting. But how do I know that Aika was insecure? That is because even though she has been told by Kirito that when they come to this McDonald, and yes, it is McDonald. We all know that companies doesn't use names. It's either McDonald or something else, but it's always that iconic uh, M or W view. Albatross or something. I'm not sure exactly what you call those birds in English. But yeah, even though she knows that she's afraid to go out and basically stand out. So yeah, she actually gets a very far in this episode. And let me just say, I really like when Karen she has to pick a meal, and she isn't choosing the takoyaki burger, or I'm not sure if she does. In case you don't know what the teriyaki is, that's just a special way of basically preparing the food with some teriyaki sauce. So yeah, but as I was saying, she doesn't choose that. Isn't choosing that. She actually chooses the Happy Meal because she wanted the toy, and I can understand her because that burger toy, guys, that burger toy, I really want that toy also. That's so cool. And I must say, I'm also liking how when Kimito has to teach one of the girls how you do the crane game, that basically the atmosphere and basically the way she says big, strong, and hard. And yeah, man, you instantly think about basically intercourse and stuff. Especially when he then says, I'm almost there. No, I want more. It's so funny. It's so funny to see that. And that's just by Kimito touching a girl's finger. I wonder if he kissed the girl, but oh my god, that would. Ooh. Oh man, that would be really scary. However, there is a loser in this week's episode, and that is Hakwa, because when she is on her way to Kimito, she's been stopped by her mate asking if she's on the way to Kimito's room. And when Hakwa says yes, the mate tells her that Kimito he's out on a excursion with the school to Shomin Land, which is amusement park for rich girls that basically are like showing them commoner things like McDonald or Crane Games or Dance Dance Revolution or Starbucks. Yes, Starbucks is also in this episode. They doesn't call it Starbucks. I think they call it Starburrows. But yeah. And then yeah, she is of course sad. She basically looks like despair in this week's episode. And then the only Kimito she gets in this week's episode is basically her Kimito doll. And I think that she, in the next episode, may take and pack her stuff and travel to Shomin land so she can be with Kimito. And also, I have actually forgotten that what she called Hakwa, she isn't like a special that she is a special student and normally isn't getting, isn't doesn't have to take part of the class. I thought she was like in the class, and yeah. So really interesting episode. But what do you guys think about this episode? I must say, I'm really happy that I didn't drop Shomin sample because it's really good. But when that is said and done, guys, have a good day, good night, wherever you are. And I'll see you later, guys. Cheers.